Stop. Right. Now. Look at me. Because if this gets confirmed, if this scenario actually becomes real, Los Angeles won't just react. Los Angeles will burn. I'm talking about Kyle Tucker. Yeah, that Kyle Tucker. And this isn't empty off-season noise. This isn't cheap clickbait. This is hot back-channel stuff. Big-time sources talking. This is Bob Nightengale, USA Today, saying it loud and clear. If the board flips, Kyle Tucker could straight up fall into the Dodgers' lap. Take a breath. Now roll with me. The MLB world has been weirdly quiet the last few weeks. Not much noise, not much movement, nothing that makes fans wake up at 3 a.m. refreshing Twitter. And apparently, the Dodgers have been quiet. Yeah, quiet in quotes. Because if you look at it cold, only 2 major league contracts, but if you actually look closely, the Dodgers might be the biggest winners of free agency so far. Edwin Diaz is here, and he arrived exactly how he needed to. That bullpen was hurting. That bullpen was bleeding last season, so they went out and grabbed an all-star. Experienced, a legit closer, a real name. It was a need, it was obvious, and they handled it. But it never stops there. It never does. The next step is clear as an LA sun at 4 p.m. The outfield. Any upgrade helps. Any tweak raises this team's ceiling. But what's being whispered behind the scenes isn't about any tweak. It's about impact. It's about a star. It's about shifting the axis of the entire MLB season. Kyle Tucker, 4-time All-Star, generational talent, one of the best players available on the market. A guy who, when healthy, changes a lineup, changes a clubhouse, changes the opponent's game plan. Right now, let's be real. The Dodgers aren't the favorite. The Toronto Blue Jays are. Yeah, those Blue Jays, the same team we steamrolled in the World Series to win franchise title number 9. They're in talks. They're negotiating. But, and this is a huge but, Bob Nightengale was recently on Dodgers Dugout Live with Doug McCain, and casually, no hype, no theatrics, he dropped the line that almost made my phone slip out of my hand. If the deal with the Blue Jays doesn't get done, Kyle Tucker could fall into the Dodgers' lap. Fall into their lap. When an insider like that says it, you don't ignore it. You listen. You feel it. You start connecting the dots. Remember all that talk about Tucker getting $400 million, $500 million? Forget it. That's not happening. Not even close. And Toronto knows it. They don't want to bid against themselves. They don't want to blow up the market for no reason. They're being cautious. And that's where the perfect chaos for LA comes in. Because if Toronto blinks, if they hesitate, if this stalemate drags on, the Dodgers slide in. Shorter deal, 3, 4 years, flexibility, competitiveness, a winning culture. The Mets are interested. Okay. The Yankees? More locked in on Cody Bellinger. So the lane starts opening up. And now I'm asking you straight up, face to face, doesn't this smell like the Dodgers? Right now, LA needs nothing and everything at the same time. The Dodgers outfield ranked 18th in MLB last season. 18th. That's not Dodgers standard. That's not a team trying to repeat. And with the roster as it's currently built, that performance projects to be the same, or worse. There's a clear need. There's a clear fit. But there's also a price. And Tucker knows it. According to Nightengale himself, Kyle Tucker and his camp still want big money now. He wants security. He wants respect. He wants a meaningful deal. But context matters. 2 straight seasons with rough second halves, injuries, physical issues. Last year a nagging problem that never fully went away. And here's the key point, at least to me. Maybe the best scenario for Kyle Tucker is not being the guy. In LA, he doesn't have to carry everything. He can be the third, the fourth option. No insane pressure, no blinding spotlight, just playing baseball, and playing to win. And the longer this stalemate drags on, the more the leverage swings toward the Dodgers. This is chess. This is patience. This is a front office reading the market better than almost anyone. Now let me poke you a little. Is the front office right to wait? Is it too risky to let a talent like this slip by? Or is this exactly the cold, surgical move of people who think like champions? Because I'll be honest with you, imagining Kyle Tucker in Dodger blue, hitting in the middle of that lineup at Dodger Stadium in October, that gives me chills. But it also raises questions. Clubhouse dynamics, who gets the spotlight, payroll, long-term planning. Is the front office thinking like fans, or like politicians? Are they playing for now, or for the future? And you, would you make this move? Because one thing is certain, if this happens, if Kyle Tucker really does fall into the Dodgers' lap, the entire MLB season changes tone, the market shakes, and Los Angeles catches fire. This isn't just a Dodgers rumor, this is real-time MLB intel. breaking Dodgers news with explosion written all over it. Now I want to hear from you. Would you bring Kyle Tucker to the Dodgers? For 3 or 4 years? Or is the risk too big? Drop it in the comments. Debate it. Disagree. Agree. But speak up. And if you live this team the way I do, if you suffer, celebrate, and feel every pitch, subscribe now to LA Dodgers News Today. Because this isn't just news. This is fandom. This is soul. This is Los Angeles on fire.